Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. Sorry it's been a while since I've posted a video. I haven't really been able to think of anything that I can help teach or troubleshoot. I have, however, just started to use the Dexcom G7 and I've been experiencing a bunch of issues with it. So I actually wanted to describe my issues and see if anybody else has had them and if there's anything they could do. And also just to generally just start the discussion or continue the discussion of why would Dexcom set it up like this? So my main gripe is with the actual graph. With the Dexcom G6, I have heard that there was a feature called smoothing, which more or less made your graph, the up and downs of your blood sugar, be relatively smooth whether they were going up or down, as long as that was accurate. You know, of course, if you ate a ton of sugar and your blood sugar was actually spiking, it would actually go up and show that. But from the minute or the 5 minute to 5 minute intervals, the numbers made sense. What I have seen in wearing the G7 just for a few days is that after that initial day where it's a mess anyway, even after that, the numbers they're all over the place. They jump like crazy, and it makes it very difficult to make treatment decisions because it'll say 120 1 minute, and then 5 minutes later it'll say 180 and rising, and then it'll jump back to 150 and stable, and then it'll go to 90. It's like, what is going on here? Why are they doing this, or why is it doing this? What I've heard Dexcom reps say in podcasts and other things is that it's actually more accurate now, and your blood sugar or these readings are more accurate than they were previously, and that they're not using smoothing anymore. My question would just be like, how do they expect people to make good decisions consistently when they're doing it this way? I really wish they would actually undo this and just reincorporate smoothing. I think this is pretty obnoxious and it's driving me crazy. The other thing really frustrating me is with the graphs on the app, as far as I'm using the mobile app, I'm using an iPhone app, it doesn't give me the ability to take my finger over in the app, to take my finger over like the current number and to like slide left and right. So for example, I woke up the other day and I saw that I was high overnight and I wanted to scroll back and see exactly what number I got up to. With the G6, I was able to just scroll and see the 5 minute by 5 minute intervals of what my blood sugar was actually at. With the G7, that seems to be lost. Maybe I'm just not doing it correctly, but that also is a feature that I absolutely can't understand why they would get rid of that. So more to come, and maybe it's helpful that I'm seeing these things so that I can try to figure some stuff out and then help provide any information to you all that I can. But for right now, yeah, I'm really frustrated with it. I have no idea why they would do that, and I guess I'm curious, are there any ongoing conversations with G7 or with Dexcom about the graphing in particular? And are they doing anything about it? Do they care? Because it makes living with type 1 much more difficult in my opinion. And yeah, I'm really frustrated. So I would be curious to hear what any of you think or have experience with that. And again, I'll post more in the near future once I come up with some additional topics. Of course, if anybody has specific things they'd like to hear about, please let me know. Talk to y'all soon.